Hello, my peeps. Oh, I'm rushing this. I'm rushing today. Ooh, not that kind of Russian, the other kind of Russian. I'm also super tired. It's been a very full week. Sorry, I got something stuck to my desk here. Little tiny piece of masking paper. It's been a very full week. I've had two visitors already this morning. That's why I'm rushing. But because I'm so tired, everything is hysterically funny. Um, I was going to come on and say, sorry, I'm like, the weed guy was just here. Um, but then my brain just went down this whole other like path because I mean like the kind in the yard. And then I got thinking, do they do deliveries? Um, Having never been in a weed store, I have no idea. Do they offer to deliver? But I mean, a town as small as Mornville, I think there's like 6 weed stores here in town. So maybe they don't need to deliver. Maybe enough people just shop there. Anyways, the dandelions are taken care of because that's the kind I meant. Um, Hi, everybody. It's Tracey, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and the paper pusher, coming to you from the messy desk. Yeah, there's just been a lot going on, and I thought about it, and I thought I should push all this stuff off to the side. I gotta get no, no. I decided no, nope. This is pretty much what the desk looked like, and this is what it's going to be. So, um, these are all parts of my show and tell anyway. So why put them away? I'm just gonna pull them up. Okay, let's start with the most important show and tell first. Oops, my phone timed out. Oh, there's the after picture. He's kind of a little bit fuzzy. There we go. He is very fuzzy, actually. Freshly bathed and so soft. And look, he's got eyeballs. Um, he has to take these like some drugs. We're on a theme today, apparently. Oh no, I know I'm talking about you. It's sort of a calming thing because he gets so excited. He's like, you can't do anything with him, and so he has like a bit of a hangover today, and he's all out of sorts, which is kind of funny. Um, Not as funny as when he takes him and he's so chill that he can't even jump on the couch because he gets his front feet up and then it's like he forgets what he's doing with his back feet. Normally he goes, 60 miles an hour parkouring off the furniture. But anyways, I digress. So we're going to get him groomed. I drop him off. I got a whole bunch of errands to do. I'm dropping off some bird houses. These little bird houses. Remember I showed you the other day, my little bird houses. This is for a friend. I have to get our schedules to align so I can give her birthday thing, which was like 3 weeks ago now. Anyways, I had some extra thank you ones to give to the facilities ladies at the cultural center and the guys. They're not all ladies and the guys there because they're awesome. They're just so awesome to deal with, right? So I had some extra ones of them. I purposely made extra ones to give them to them because I'm pretty much done with like using the town facilities until the fall. I got one more thing I'm going to show you today, but so I like to, hey, here, we're done for a little while. Like I said, they're so awesome to deal with and so good and such nice people. So as I'm doing this, I thought, I should have brought a birdhouse to the groomer because no Lord knows she's going to have like her hands full with Rascal, even chill. And then I thought, no, you know what? I should have brought her because when I first saw these birdhouse dies, I saw more than just a birdhouse. I saw all sorts of things. So I give you, they give you enough suspense. So I give you what I should have made, but I didn't make till after I picked him up because I went and did errands the whole time. Got the call that he was ready just as I was doing, or he'd be ready in like 15 minutes, just as I was doing my last errand. Like it timed beautifully, which is good because he does not like the kennel barks the whole time he's in there, and I didn't want to put her through that. So, anyways, I got home and I made this, and I gotta say, I love it. That's right. I saw a doghouse when I originally saw it. So this is like colored to be Rascal. And then there's even a little tennis ball on the back. So really, this is the birdhouse dies. I'm going to do it this way because it's slightly easier. This is the seed tray. Seriously, if anybody knows what the actual name of that thing is, because it's the thing on the bottom that I assume catches a seed, a poop tray, it probably catches that too. Anyways, all I did was flip it upside down because I just wanted it to be grass. This is just a circle die that I then colored with my blends to look like a tennis ball. So cut it in white. So you get the white, the little rubber strips there on the tennis ball. And Rascal doesn't actually have a tennis ball because he destroys the things in like seconds. But and then I just kind of hand colored some yellow to make it look like one. Oh, and then yeah, this is just the very top thing. I just didn't put any of the fancy scallops. You make your doghouse as fancy as you want. This was one of our labels, and it had more of a fancy top to it, and then I decided I didn't like it, so then I just snipped it off. So really, a rectangle with the corner snipped to look a little cuter. Now, I did have the idea of putting a name tag on it. So I thought, oh, there's this really nice banner in the hot air balloon set. Well, as it turns out, it's kind of big. But depending what you were doing, maybe if you were using these as like name tags, like place settings, maybe this is what you want to do. Here, I'm going to put this behind and see if it makes. There we go. That's slightly better. No. So yeah, maybe if you wanted to, because then you could like print really big or something on them. Anyways, I decided that was not working. So then I took a little piece of DSP that looked like wood, and I just sort of hand wrote it, and it's kind of cute. But I don't know. We like I don't. At least I don't think we have letters this small to stamp. I hadn't quite decided, but I think it's also just cute the way it is. There's also in the stamp set, so I should tell you. I'm really bad at this. I just get all excited and tell you what I made, but I don't actually give you any hint of how. So this is the Pets and More stamp set that is in online exclusives. Sorry, I know that was really rude, but I could feel a seed in my tooth. Yeah, it's just in the online store. It's reversible. That's what I was going to say. I'm looking at this going, what was I going to say? So you can stamp, like one side of the stamp stamps this solid image, and then this one goes over top of it. So you could stamp this in one color, flip it over, stamp it in this color, boom, you don't even have to color. I personally love to color, so I just stamped it in black and then colored with, this is my pecan blends, and this is one of the, I call them the face colors, which is not what they call them. Naturals? I think they're called naturals. And there's 10 different, like, various shades of what would be skin tone. That's what I call them, the face ones. And yeah, I just colored it to kind of look like him. Anyways, this is where I got the dog bone, or dog bowl, I mean. And then, yeah, I could have just taken this footprint, paw print, not footprint. Yes, it's a dog's footprint, and stamped it up here too. And I thought of that, but let's see if we can get this to focus. By the time I thought, hey, that's what I should have done, I had already, can you see? I had already run this. I could use two hands, maybe I'll hold it still enough that it'll focus. I had already run it through the wood grain embossing folder. So I knew if I tried to stamp it afterwards, it wouldn't stamp very well. But come on. I love it. That's the dog house. Okay. I told you I saw all sorts of things. I saw a haunted house, a dog house, a bird house, a happy new home house. I think I had one more. I thought I had 5 different kinds of houses. You could do a cat house since we're on the whole, things that used to be illegal and maybe aren't now. I don't know. Maybe that one still is. I don't even know. Why would I know? Anyway, yeah. I told you it's Friday. It's been a long week. I'm tired. Tomorrow's a town garage sale. And so I'm trying to get rid of my theater chairs and shelves and all sorts of things that I'm trying to get rid of because they're taking up my entire office or entire garage. And I need to get them out of my way so I can get back to prepping for my retired product sale. I need tea. So yeah, if you want more details, you have to go back to watch Tuesdays or wait for next week. But yeah, retired product sale. Save the date for the 13th of July here in Moorville in person. That's a Saturday from noon till 4, I want to say. Midweek Escape is coming up. That is 20th of June. That's a Thursday night. I think those are the only 2 in-person things until the fall. But the other thing I have going is summer school. So, I made one fatal error in my planning. I didn't take the stamp set out from all the stuff I've dropped on top of it. Okay, so here's the deal with summer school. And I did run out of the time. I was almost there, but then, like I said, 2 different people. God bless my brother. He is like the most awesome. He brought over a trailer because we're also ripping all the carpet out of the basement. Because the lovely dog, yeah, he's destroyed the carpet in the basement. So that all got pulled out and filled into a trailer, but the trailer had to be moved before the garage sale tomorrow. So he came and got that this morning because he's awesome. And then the weed guy. The weed guy is actually a weed girl, but whatever. And so because I was busy, I didn't get finished with them, but I really should get in the garage and get doing other stuff, but I'm going to try to finish the poster and the MailChimp, the registration form for this class today. So I might go to the garage for a bit, and then when my back is screaming, I'll come and do a little bit more on the computer and then go back to the garage. We have summer school this summer. And why do we have it? Because my son has summer school. And I thought, we're not going on holidays in July. Let's make a thing of it. I also wanted, because we weren't doing any in-person stuff, but people still craft. I craft every day, summer or not. But it's hard to fill events in the summertime because so many people go away. One of my gems just fell off, I think. Before I roll over it with the chair, give it a cursory look. But there's little bits on the floor, so that ain't happening. Okay. Whee! I'm more squirrel than normal this morning. So yeah, I wanted to stay connected with people, but I figured if I did it this way, we could do it by Zoom. If you happen to be busy having fun and you couldn't make the Zoom while it would be recorded, you just watch it at your leisure. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be like a private video on YouTube. So anybody that comes to the Zoom class, you don't have to worry. It's only the people in the class that will see this Zoom video. So this is the set we're using, and I love this set. There's a few different sets we could have used, but I quite like this one, and based on what part of what we're doing, this one works quite well. So here's what you do. You pay $90. Unless you live long distance, then you pay $105 because it's going to cost me $16 and something, but I like to keep my math easy, so I'll eat some of the cost of the thing, but it's basically to get one of the little prepaid boxes that fits all this stuff, because I have to order everything and ship it to me so I can add all the bits and pieces and extras and a surprise. And then I'm going to mail it to you on the prepaid post, which takes about 5 days. So that's like, this is all prefaced on all that kind of stuff. I'm leaving a good like 2-week buffer, but I'm prefacing it on it. It takes 5 days to get this box to you if you're long distance. So $90 porch pickup. And if you know me, you know porch pickup means you can come get it off my porch in Warrenville, or I'll drop it on your porch in Warrenville, or I'll run into you somewhere in the city and hand it to you. So that's what that means. So $90 porch pickup, $105 long distance. And what you get is the Attention Shoppers stamp set. You get, and everybody, there's no, if you already have this stamp set, you could substitute for a stamp set of the same size, but everybody has to kind of get the same stuff because, or at least the same price point of stuff, because otherwise my math doesn't work for the freebies. Because I'm basically taking all of my freebies and all of my stuff and putting it into freebies for you guys. So you get a stamp set. This is, oh, look at that. I was going to say you get, I think it's 13. There's 13 pencils in the watercolor pencil number 1 package. You get one of those. You get a blender pen. Now, and part of what I'm doing is, if you haven't used some of these things, like blender pens comes 3 to a pack. So I'm going to split the cost with 3 people and do it. So then you can decide if you want them. And then if you do, you can buy a bigger pack at some point in the future. I'm giving you a couple sheets of masking paper. Same theory. You only need a couple to make this work. And then I think there's 10. Nope, there's 12 in here. And then if you decide, oh my God, that's the most awesome thing, I love that, then down the road, buy a pack of masking paper. But to do everything we're going to do, there's lots. And that way I was keeping the price point down instead of buying full packages of everything. These are called transparent adhesive dots. And look at those colors. Love them. I'm missing something. Oh, that's right, because the other one was going to be a surprise. Okay. I was looking at my list and I'm like, why don't I have that? And then all of the cardstock, DSP, die cuts. One of the die cuts you're going to get, actually I'll get more than one of them, but look at this. I got to hook it together. Is this not the most adorable shopping carts? So you will get all those, and I'm going to show you some of what we're doing. I'm not going to show you all of what we're doing, partially because I didn't finish them all, but also because I don't know, I think it'll be fun if you are surprised by some of it, but you should get the gist of it. Because we're not going to move things out of the way. Okay, so using the, and I did branch out and use a couple extra things, but you'll see why. But I assume you have more than one stamp set at home, and if you don't, you'll be able to make everything with this. I just happen to have lots and couldn't help myself but use a couple different things. But I have the, I'm just trying to find where I wrote the price down. There we go, way down at the bottom. If you would like to get the dies, you can add on the dies for $30. That'll give you the bundle price. And then I just kind of round it down. But so if you normally buy them, so do you need the bundle to make to take summer school? No, you do not, because I will cut out a bunch of these cards for you, and I'm going to cut out. See, I told you my desk is littered with props. Just a minute, got them stuck. I'm going to cut out a bunch of these for you, and send them with your package. So this is what, if you don't like to fussy cut. Well, first off, let's talk, because come on, if you could see how many things I have fussy cut on my desk, you'll see by the time I'm done. I love to fussy cut. Anyways, look how easily it is to stamp on them. It's a photopolymer stamp set. They're basic line images, so it was quite easy to stamp into like the die cuts. So I will get you a bunch of die cuts anyways out of white, so you can do that if you want. But you can also just, you'll have scraps of paper to practice on. You can also just stamp and die cut. So you don't have to get these. I will send in some die cuts of the shopping cart. And those that know, look at how it's gray on one side. Oh, look, it's white on the other side. That's right. I put adhesive back sheets on here so they're stickers, so that you just boop, stick them down. And I'll show you the trick I did on one of mine to make it 3D. So anyways, yes, you have the option to buy the dies if you want, but you don't have to. But I will die cut a bunch of extra pieces just in case. Mostly what you just need is the stamps and all the coloring tools. So when is summer school, you ask? Oh, good question, because I almost forgot to tell you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. 1900, as it were. So we're doing the 10th of July, the 24th of July, and the 7th of August. So that's 2 weeks in between 3 summer schools. Spans most of summer, but not all of it. And so if you're planning around things, chances are you're not going to miss all 3. And if you're going away somewhere, then it just gives you time in between, right? So I figured that would work. Like I said, everything's going to be recorded. So on the first class, on the 10th of July, we are going to do some different coloring methods. And I will put I will put in the description, you need to have your own blocks for the stamp set. You do need a Memento ink pad. And if you don't have that, we can add that on as well. But you need a Memento ink pad. Some of the other stuff, if you have it, it's kind of nice to have, and you'll see, I'll show you how to use it. But if you don't have it, it's fine. You can still make the cards without it. You just make them slightly different. But if you have some blends or some markers or some colored ink pads, which I assume people have some of stuff. But yeah, what we're going to do is, and I don't know where my one other bottle went, but seriously, I got things cut out like crazy. I'm going to show you 3 different methods. Remember that part where I said I like to die cut? Or fussy cut, I mean? I do like to die cut too. But I'm going to show you the difference. And I'm going to show you about 4 different ways you can color using all the stuff in your package. And a couple little extras. But look, we're going to show you all sorts of different coloring techniques. So class 1, coloring. And some of our projects, I'm going to show you this first card because it cracks me up. I was trying to get samples ready, right? And so I wanted really basic stamping. And so I thought, I'm just going to stamp, because you could do this, like sometimes we overcomplicate our lives. This is a note card, and I'm going to give you about 5 note cards, and then you can stamp whichever image you want, but these are just sort of ideas. So a birthday cake and the sentiment stamped in black and colored with the pencils. And then I like to stamp on the inside, and I like to stamp on the envelopes. And you could color these too. Now, here's the thing. When I was staring at this cake, I couldn't decide what color I wanted to make the cake. And so I made it all the colors. And I haven't decided yet if I like this rainbow cake or not. You do not have to color the rainbow cake. But this is the idea. We're going to do some very simple stamping and show you some watercolors. I'm going to show you a little bit of like options and different ways to do your layouts. This one I colored with blends, and there's a reason for that you'll learn in the class. And then look at this card. Oh, I absolutely love this card. So I'm going to show you how to make that card. It's just another layout you can use. Oops. And then you have, I know, I love it. And this is my little 3D shopping card. So that's one of the ones. So that's day 1. You're going to make 1 full-size card, and then you're going to get 5 note cards, and we're going to show you how to make all the other ones. And then on day 2, which is, so the first one's the 10th of July, 24th of July, we're going to learn about masking. You got masking paper. Obviously, we're going to do some masking. Sorry, I'm going to just move these out of the way here for a second. So I'm going to show you some different things and why and how. And then we're going to make some cards. We're actually going to make 3 full-size cards. This first one, I decided that not everything had to be bright colors, and so we're going to make a neutral. And this is actually a gift card holder. We're going to make that. And this was one where I had to branch out and use a different stamp set. We're going to use this one because I'm going to show you the masking trick there. And I don't know now where my third masking card went. Oh, there it is right in front of me. Geez. No, that's not it. Okay, well, there's a third masking card that I have no idea what I did with. But you should, if you could see like outside of my desk, not just the part you can see, it's craziness. Anyways, we're going to do some masking. I'm going to show you the what to do, what not to do. I'm going to show you how to make masks so the year blocks all look like this too. Yeah, that's right. And then on the 7th of August, which is the final day, we're going to make 3 fun folds. Now, I'm going to tell you we're going to make this fun fold. This is one I made when I was taught how to make this card by the lovely Elizabeth Green, who is the demonstrator in Ontario. This card has actually been squished a little bit because I can see that my embellishments that used to be in line are no longer in a line. There we go. So the card is not going to look like this. Obviously, this is totally not the theme we are going with, but this is the card we're going to make because look at this. How perfect is this fun fold for the shopping bundle? Right? It's got a shopping bag in it. And the shopping bag fits a small gift or a gift card. So yeah, you know we're making this. We're just making it in the theme of what we have going. So that's one of the fun folds we're going to make. So everything will be pre-cut and put in there for you. You just have to do the stamping and the coloring. So that's one of them. The other one, we're going to use our masking technique. I never finished this card, but then I'm like, you know what? I don't totally want to show you everything. But I'm going to explain to you why I purposely, because this was not a mistake, although in future, if I ever make the same mistake, or if you do, now you'll know that you could just turn it into a fun fold card, because I purposely stamped this upside down on here. So that's one of the fun folds. And then the third fun fold, I just ran out of time, but I'm going to give you some extra pieces of DSP and show you how to make the easiest, coolest gift card holder using 3x9 strips of DSP that we're going to fold up, put on some pieces, color up, and away we go. Oh, here's a couple of my other masking samples that I was going to show you. There's another masking technique. And for those of you local to the Edmonton area, or people who have ever lived here, or just a good chunk of the world who just happens to really like a certain hockey team, colored that one just for you. And then there's another little masking tip. We're going to learn about that one too. So yeah, we have all sorts of, like, it's just going to be full of tips and tricks and things and stuff. And we're going to make a bunch of cards and you're going to get a bunch of stuff and it's going to be fun. So again, $90 porch pickup, 105 long distance, option to add on the dies for $30. You need to register by the 2nd of June because I'm ordering on the 3rd of June and they will be ready for pickup on the 17th of June. Or they will go in the mail on the 17th of June. So that gives us, so you should have it easily with a week to spare in June, so that if you are going away as soon as school's out or July starts, you can take it with you if you need to, or just in case something slows the mail down. And then yeah, the first dates are the 10th of July, 24th of July, 7th of August, on Zoom, but also recorded. So there you go. What do you think? This sounds like way more fun summer school than my son's summer school for just not doing his assignments. And what are your thoughts on rainbow cake? The more I look at it, the more I warm up to it, but I'm not 100% there yet. And then, of course, let's end with our cute little dogs. So there we go. I'm actually ending 5 minutes early, but that's okay because I got a gazillion things to do. I'm going to finish these up. Like I said, I will finish them and post them. For now, just save the date and plan for it. If you're interested in summer school. If I will know by the 2nd of June if I need to get a few people to make it work mathematically. The more people I get, the more free stuff you get. That will surprise you when you get your package. But yeah, I need at least 4 people to make this go. So I will get the stuff out as soon as I can. It has just been craziness. I'm gonna stand that up again. Oh, look at that. I'm just so happy with how the tennis ball turned out. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be so sore by Sunday. It's not even going to be funny. But I will be back in here crafting up more things on Sunday. So I have things to show you next week. Enjoy the weather. It's good. I like that it rains every few days. I'm quite happy with that. And it's not too hot out. And if you have any questions, drop me a line. You need help with anything, you know where to find me. Otherwise, take care and I'll see you next week.